Court is in session. Today, the court reviews a scenario involving chronological displacement, specifically the use of the acronym ASAP as a substitute for a functional measurable deadline. In many organizations, ASAP has become a linguistic parasite. It is a word that sounds like a command but functions as a void. This court does not evaluate people. This court evaluates situations. And this situation is a failure of leadership. The record reflects two potential failures: priority of obfuscation and anxiety injection. Jesse, the record.
Entering Exhibit F, Judge. Tuesday morning, a project manager assigned 3 separate, complex tasks to a lead developer between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. The tasks were an API fix, a security patch, and a UI update. All 3 were marked with the identical deadline, ASAP. The developer's log show 4 hours of continuous context switching. They begin the first, were interrupted by the second, and eventually abandoned both for the third. Because the sequence of importance was never defined, the developer spent more time managing their own stress than writing code. By lunch, 0% of the work was completed, despite 100% effort, Judge.
The record is perceived. As soon as possible is not a timestamp. It is a spectrum of convenience. To the requester, it usually means I want this now so I can stop thinking about it. To the recipient, it is a riddle. Does it mean before lunch? Does it mean before end of day? Does it mean before the weekend? When everything is labeled ASAP, the word priority loses its definition. You cannot have 3 number 1 priorities. That is mathematically impossible. It is a logical contradiction that forces the worker to become the manager. The court will now examine the arithmetic. 3 tasks, 0 rankings. We see a 30% decrease in net output due entirely to priority friction. This friction occurs when a human brain must stop working to ask, which of these is the real fire? Labor is not being spent on the work. It is being wasted on the mental overhead of guessing. If a developer earns $100 an hour, and they spend 2 hours a day guessing their priorities, that is $1,000 a week of company capital burned on guessing. Let us be clear. A deadline is a coordinate. It is a point in time that allows a team to calculate their speed and trajectory. Let us be clear. A deadline is a coordinate. It is a point in time that allows a team to calculate their speed and trajectory. Without it, you are not leading. You are simply shouting in a dark room and hoping someone finds the exit. This is not a fast-paced environment problem. This is a managerial default. It is the refusal to make the hard choice of what comes first. Passing that burden on to the people least equipped to handle the political fallout of being wrong. This scenario meets the criteria for the refusal to rank labor and anxiety injection, the use of a vague urgency to keep a team in a constant state of high cortisol readiness. Based on the record, the court enters the following findings: 1 count of priority obfuscation, 1 count of anxiety injection. It is an omission of organizational illiteracy. The appropriate resolution is procedural. All requests must be accompanied by a hard time step or a numerical rank. Any request labeled ASAP without a clarifying timestamp is to be treated as lowest priority until the requester provides data. We will no longer reward the loudest voice. We will reward the clearest instruction. You cannot manage what you refuse to measure. When speed conflicts with sequence, sequence prevails. Court is adjourned.